It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight.
Ed, always a pleasure to be in the booth with you. It reminds me a lot of my backcourt teammates. Actually, they were faster, could jump higher, and could shoot better. But anyway, we got a big-time matchup tonight.
You know, Jay, if you take a couple of letters and vowels away, you can go from Cohen to Duhan, just like that. Walker goes to the right side. Hayward. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Leonard. Beverly. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Great pass to set it up. Hayward. Court Hayward. That's how it's done. Missed his first. That one goes.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Screen coming. Kemba Walker against Paul George. To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
He made his first effort, but not that time. To Jaylen Brown for three. It's good for three.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Beverly. Paul George. To Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
George lets it fly. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Walker.
For Boston, number 11, Enes Kanter.
Clippers have the basketball. Jason Tatum pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Jaylen Brown. Surveys the floor. Weighs his options. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. George. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit them where it hurts.
Walker goes to the left side. To Jaylen Brown. Lou Williams swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Williams to Beverly from long range. Not that time. He misses. to Hayward. And draws the foul.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. George to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. And a pass stolen by Boston. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Corner three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Celtics have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's LA Clippers ball. George buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Defense making the ball handler work. To Jaylen Brown. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Walker shakes free and hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
And stuffs it home.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Walker into the front court. His team up by 7. Hayward. Screen coming.
Screen.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Clippers have it. Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Substitution being made in this one.
Team foul number 3. Stepping in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 20.
Walker. 4-3. That no good. Off the mark. To George. Ah, the monster stuff.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Jaylen Brown. Screen coming. Hayward can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Curling inside. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Leonard to Beverly. Fires the three, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Walker gets it in the left corner. Fires the 3. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Walker. Hayward. Oh, he'll take that.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Shemi Ojale able to recover with the block. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. Here comes the screen. Hayward. Tatum. That's how you defend.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
George to Beverly. Nice finish at the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Walker to Marcus Smart. Shot clock winding down. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Paul George, deep left corner. Beverly. They have to keep him in their grasp.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would, but still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Jason Tatum sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
George to Leonard. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Beverly buries the 3.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force a defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
And Paul George nails it from downtown.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Walker, he has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Screen.
Hayward to Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Walker with the basketball. His guys down 3. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
And finishes strong. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Screen coming. Walker to Hayward. Has a look. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. 4 out of 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Slam dunk. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Into the front court, it's Walker. They're down 3. To Hayward. Walker. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. We have a tie ball game. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Defense making the ball carrier work with a drop step. Even to Zubats with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a chance. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Beverly to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
Team foul number 1.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3.
Get your money, man.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down 3. Goes to the left side. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Hayward. Second effort. To Hayward. Clippers have got it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Strong finish for Paul George.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Time to shuffle things up. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff games, it will.
Hits the three-pointer.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
For 3, drills the 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
With a drop step. Hayward to Walker. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Leonard to Paul George. Curling inside. Shot from in close, no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. New blood coming in for both sides. Timeout Boston. That's going to be their second of the final 3 minutes. No more the rest of the way.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent value.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the Boston Celtics, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Down to 5 on the 24. Walker. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Celtics have it.
Defense, let's go.
Screen coming.
ISO,
Walker to Jaylen Brown. From long range, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Paul George to Leonard. For 3. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
Walker to Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Leonard to George. Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. Oh, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Here comes the screen. Hayward knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on